Hey everyone. So in my last video, I talked about adding a vendor check value to your your operations for transmog, so you could tell whether or not it was worth it to post something multiple times, paying the deposit because they don't sell, and then ultimately you actually pay more in deposit over the period of time it takes to sell it than it is that you're for your minimum price. So I thought, well, hey, let me go ahead and add that to my crafted items. So for example, actually what I've done is, I use vendor check. Vendor check min is the one I use, and vendor check norm is a little bit lower, so I can maybe kind of tell if something's not quite right. So in but I found, let me give an example here. So there's the True Steel Greaves. So right now TSM is saying that I can make it for 325 gold profit if I craft this, and my previous crafting operation would do just that. It would say, hey, it's worth it to craft it, so go ahead and craft it. But then I end up getting into a dilemma because my minimum price is way lower than the current min buyout. So there's no reason to craft it if you're not going to post it for that your minimum price. So what I've decided to do is, on my crafting operations, I've created another variable called craftcheck, and then I also have another variable called minimum profit. So basically this is kind of your standard, let's say this is a generic one, and then if you go to tooltip settings, you can go down here and all your custom values, and I noticed that if you add a lot of these to your tooltips, that it tends to slow things down. So I've added minimum profit, and what is so my I have like a crafting 20%, and then I have my vendor check min. So anyway, if I go to operations, crafting operations, for example, I basically put in, I put in that craft check there, and then my previous value that I used to have was like 20% craft, the max of 20% crafting or 100 gold. So you can adjust this so that you kind of, if you're tired of posting lots of stuff that you don't get a lot of money back on, you can raise up your values here so that it you're not posting as much. So anyway, so you go back to the like the Greaves, and so my minimum profit, so you can see on the tooltips there that my minimum profit is set to 900 gold. So even though this would be technically a profit to sell it, it won't actually craft it because it doesn't meet my minimum crafting operation. And likewise, I think I've probably mentioned this before, is on the craft value. So one of the things you want to set is maybe look at DB min buyout, and then DB market or DB region market average to figure out whether or not you should what value TSM is looking at to figure out if it's profitable or not. So so that is it for this video. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Thanks.